Touchdown, make the whole city jump. Touchdown, make the whole city jump. Touchdown, make the whole city jump. Get it there, get it there, get it there, get it there. I'm headed straight for the end zone. Might be away, but I've been home.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hear
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, D-line, let's get
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
You ain't doing
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 now.
19, Tiger.
Man, that's trash.
Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Strip that ball. Check safety, check safety.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
To Golden Tate.
Great. 21 yards the play.
First down, Giants.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
You don't want none.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this one incomplete. Jones. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Good go.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
35-yard line.
Let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
57.
You're trash. You're trash.
Then we're going to 53.
Shift. Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
This is Elliott. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This to Jarwin, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On first down, Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Check it out.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ziminis. About 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Trips. We got trips. We got 3. Shift. Check.
Prescott. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Number 26, Saquon.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
55 to Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Single. Hey, check Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Mike 55. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57's the Mike.
To throw is Prescott. And And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
I got homies that can sleep with the Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 70 Timberwolf. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on first.
Major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Jones. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got him.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 5
Liking 18.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Watch the pass.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They'll run with Penny, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Operating from the gun, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
5-yard line.
And here's Chandler Catanzaro now for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Catanzaro's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide 80.
49, check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, kill.
57's the money.
47.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Michael Gallup.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
I got both my girls head to toe designer. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Oh, kill.
Again, it's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Prescott with the give.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Undercrunch.
There we go, going to 53.
Watch that. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54's Mike.
Back to throw. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 50.
Now Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
There we go, going to 53.
He runs. Joker.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Giants 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And on the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And a Giants first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Here we go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sean Lee on the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11.
Watch the pass.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam.
From the gun, Jones.
He can't hang.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Fresno, rush in.
They start on the ground with a brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
No hablamos tanto, los Murakami costaron tanto. Me compró otro 10 que vuela más alto. Y cuando me bajo es directo para el Phantom.
Here we go, 57. Here we go, 46.
57. Mike, 57.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, check. Watch 54.
Let's go, D.
Hey, kill.
Throwing here, Prescott.
I got wide.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to